Hello and welcome back to the Geordie Pig Investor channel, where we dive deep into the world of dividend investing to help you build a portfolio that pays you. Whether you're just starting out or looking to maximise your passive income, this channel is your go-to resource for strategies, insights and the tools you need to grow your wealth steadily over time. Hit that subscribe button and join me as we explore how to make your money work for you, one dividend at a time. In today's video, I'll be breaking down my entire Trading 212 portfolio, showing you all the different ETFs and stocks that I currently own. I like to keep things fully transparent, which is why I share every position in my portfolio and how it's performed over the past month. And if you didn't know already, I've also started a brand new series where I go into detail about exactly what I've been buying and selling each month. So if that sounds interesting to you, definitely check it out after this video. Quick shout out to Steve for suggesting on the last few videos to include my net deposits within my monthly update videos. So I have added that onto the screen, as you can see on screen right now, with it being at £47,700. It's been another green month in the market overall, as my portfolio has risen by 0.5%, gaining over £300. My portfolio has been steadily growing over the last few months, as I haven't seen a red month since April, but this has been the slowest grower yet, and it certainly didn't come along without some turbulence. If I show you the portfolio from the start of August, we can see I did end up being around £1,000 down towards the start of the month, with then having a recovery throughout the rest of the month until we got to the point we are right now, where we've just about creeped back into the green as we are up over £300. Last month, my portfolio crossed the magical £50,000 milestone for the first time, and with the additional capital I've added since then, we can now see that the overall portfolio value is over £53,500. I made a video going into more detail about my journey to a £50,000 portfolio, so if you haven't watched that one already, then please check it out. If we are to compare my portfolio to the S&P 500, this is the Vanguard version, and the reason why I'm using this to compare to my portfolio is because if we look at the broader S&P 500, it doesn't take into account the fact that we are UK based, so we don't actually get the exact same returns as you would do if you were from America, following the equivalent, which would be VOO. So that is why I like to show the UK version of the S&P 500, and as we can see on screen, it was up 0.68% over the last month, which means my portfolio has slightly underperformed it. But here's the key thing: I'm a dividend focused investor, so no matter what the market's doing, I'm still receiving my dividend payments, and those payments keep growing month after month as the companies I hold increase their dividend yields year over year. That's why even if I underperform the market in the short term, I'm completely fine with it. What matters to me is steadily building up my dividend income so that one day I can look back at how far I've come and enjoy the freedom of spending that dividend income however I choose. One of the main reasons why I love being a dividend growth investor is knowing that no matter how much my portfolio is up or down in a particular month, my monthly dividend payments are unchanged, and this means I can sleep well at night. This is something that always puts my mind at ease and helps me see the positives even if the market is down. But like I said, my portfolio did actually still grow by just over £300 for the month, which means overall now we can see that my portfolio is up close to £6,000, and my predicted annual dividend income has crossed the £2,700 mark, meaning that my average monthly dividends is over £220 for the first time. And the craziest part about this number to me is that it's only going to keep growing from here as I continue to invest into the portfolio week after week. When it comes to dividend tracking apps, Snowball Analytics is hands down one of the best out there. Look, if you're investing and you need a good portfolio tracker, this is like the Rolls Royce of portfolio trackers. I've been using it since day one of my investing journey, and it's been a total game changer. So you're going to have no more wrestling with spreadsheets. You can check out your whole portfolio or go deep into individual stocks, and for dividend investors, This is where Snowball really flexes. It tracks your income down to the penny, shows you an event calendar so you know exactly what's coming from your stocks over the next few months. It can even predict future income. And there's a backtest feature so you can see how you stack up against the S&P 500 or any index for that matter. If you want to try it, hit the link in the description. You'll get a free 2-week trial, and if you stick with it, there's an extra discount waiting for you at the checkout. Now, let's dive into the portfolio itself, and as you can see on screen, my two biggest positions within the portfolio are still my two main ETFs. Those are the Vanguard S&P 500 and the JP Morgan Global Health and Income ETF. My goal is to actually have these two positions at around about a 40% allocation of my overall portfolio, for the simple reason that together they give me a really strong balance of broad market exposure through the S&P 500 and stable dividend income through the Global Health and Income Fund. It's that mix of growth and income that I want as the backbone of my portfolio. Over the last few months, I have been steadily adding into both of these positions, so they've now reached their highest level yet at just over 35% of my overall portfolio. And this month has been another action-packed month, with some stocks performing really well while others took quite a hit. But as always, I like to keep things completely transparent, so I'll be sharing all the results with you now. The worst performer this month was Greencoat UK Wind, stock ticker UKW, which was down over 8.5% this month, and surprisingly I was actually quite happy to see it being down, as this gave me a chance to pick up a few more shares and increase my overall position size. We then had SafeStore Holdings, which saw a 4.95% drop over the last month. But similarly to Greencoat UK Wind, I actually saw this as an opportunity to average down on my overall cost basis, with it being just over £6.60. So when the stock dropped to around about £6.35, I ended up adding 20 more shares to this one, as I remain very bullish on the company and its strong fundamentals. And finally, we had BAE Systems, which was down close to 3% this last month. This is one of the stocks that has performed the best in my overall portfolio, with an over 47% return. So even though the stock is down for the month, I'm still considerably up on my position, and it's not one that I'd look to add into any further unless it had a significant further drop on the current price. On a more positive note, there were some strong gains in my portfolio this month as well. First up, United Health Group saw a 7.1% increase over the last month, bringing my overall position back into the green. After a rough patch recently, the stock gained momentum following news that Warren Buffett added it to his portfolio, which signaled confidence in the company. And as we can see, I'm now slightly up on my overall position, and the value is now over £2,000. Next up, we had Louis Vuitton, which is up over 8% over the last month, and as we can see, I am still slightly down on my overall position size, but I'm very happy to finally see this stock capture some upside, as it feels like forever that it's been down. As if we have a little look and zoom out to the 1-year chart, we can see that it is still down close to 25% over the last year, so hopefully it can get back up to the price that it was back in January, and then my positions will be back into the green. Finally, the best performer for the month was Alphabet, stock ticker GOOG. This one has saw a very nice 9.7% gain over the last month, which now sees my position size in this one close to £2,000, and I have a total return at over 17%. It's a stock that I felt has been undervalued for quite some time now, and is finally catching up to where it should really be. As if we zoom out to the 3-month chart, we can see that was when I started buying in, when it was around about $170, and it has captured a phenomenal amount of upside since June. So overall, it's been a busy month, mostly sideways, but still on the positive side. I also found some great opportunities to add to my holdings as highlighted, which is always exciting for the long-term growth. And that wraps up my August portfolio update. It's been an interesting month with some solid movers, some not so solid ones, but that's all part of the process. If you enjoyed the breakdown or learned something new, make sure to like the video and subscribe for more monthly updates and investing content. Let me know in the comments how your portfolio performed this month, or what your plans are for September, as I'm always keen to hear your takes. Thanks for watching, keep compounding and stay patient in the market, because your future self will thank you. For now, this is the Geordie Pig Investor, over and out.